Okay, so I just wanted to make this video so I could talk about some things. Um, Mainly Voos and Battle for Respect. I don't know if I'm going to be continuing them yet. Well, Voos, definitely not. No, actually, no. I might just make the last episode of Voos just to end it because I keep trying to generate motivation out of thin air to continue these object shows, and it just doesn't work. So what I do is instead I just kind of wait until I have motivation again to continue it. And I had a sudden burst of motivation around, I think, last month. I don't remember. But that was when I released 3 episodes of Voos at once, and then I released an episode of BFRC. No, wait, I think the episode of BFRC came first. It was 3 episodes of Voos at once, and you can tell I was really rushing it with the last two because 8 came before 7, since I was uploading them at the same time. And I really want to make sure that this doesn't happen again, where I make something that I'm really excited to make and then end up losing motivation for it and just kind of rushing it so that it becomes something I hate. Something that I think I just didn't put enough effort into. Something that in the future I could just look back on and just think of it as a mistake, but unfortunately it's kind of what I do best. I just make mistakes, and sometimes it's really funny, but other times it's just kind of sad. So what I'm gonna do for BFRC is I'm gonna try to learn how to animate, and then once I feel confident in my animation skills, I'm gonna continue it. So it's gonna be a while until the next episode comes out. Now, if I follow through on that promise, I don't know, because I make a lot of promises that I end up never keeping. Well, I guess my Portuguese channel is an example of that, because I made a video on there where I was like, oh, I'm gonna upload videos here again. Expect more videos, but I never uploaded anything. And I know I will at some point, but definitely not more videos than I used to. But if anything, Battle for Respect is probably one of my favorite things to do, and I don't want to just end it because Voos ended up being better. It also kind of took all of my motivation out of me. But at the same time, I don't want to continue it because I don't have the motivation to continue it. So what I'm gonna do is, like I mentioned before, get better at animating. I'm gonna learn how to animate, and then once I feel confident, I'm gonna continue Battle for Respect. Because Battle for Respect is something that's really important to me. It's what made me start doing, it didn't make me start doing object show content, but it made me feel happy about making object show content. Because the first season, was actually really fun to make. And but unfortunately it had to end because I ran out of space on my phone. But I kept going. I wanted to like make a second season instead of, you know, building off what was already there. So I thought, oh, to learn from my past mistakes, I'm gonna remove the video from my phone after I publish it. So I published the first episode and then deleted it while I was publishing it, which caused an error. So I had to end that season as well. And then after that, season 3 came along, which was, I think, one of my favorite seasons to make, because it was the only ever object show that was finished, or I guess the first one, because Voos, but Voos doesn't really matter. Voos was made as a joke when Battle for Respect actually meant something. It didn't mean a lot, but it meant something. So what I'm eventually going to end up doing. Oh, see what I was talking about? No, I was talking about Battle for Respect Season 3. Battle for Respect Season 3 was actually, like, really bad. It was the first one I ever finished, but I kind of finished it very rushingly. Like, episodes 1 and 2 were okay. Episode 3 onwards was kind of like me running out of ideas and trying new things that I knew wouldn't work. Like, double eliminations, rejoins, which are things that are fine with most object shows, but then Battle for Respect just wasn't really, it didn't really work with that. I mean, it only had like 12 contestants, so double elimination actually would just be like just a little bit too much, because when you're eliminating 1/6 of the task in a single elimination, I think that is just going a little bit too quick. But rejoins, I just also think it didn't work because of how much I rushed the rejoins, and there are a lot of different reasons why Battle for Respect Season 3 was really bad. But some of them. But then BFRC, which is the one I ended up deciding to continue, it was meant to bring back Season 1, because I thought I should have done that since the beginning. But I ended up not doing that. But with BFRC, I did end up making something that was really good. I ended up actually editing the video for like the first time. And what happened afterwards? I canceled it because I thought it was a good idea to... I don't even remember what I thought it was a good idea to do. I just remembered I thought something was a good idea and then regretted it. I don't remember what it was. But that's why I ended up eventually canceling it. Or temporarily at the very least. Because I brought it back recently, but it's not really good. And every single season of Battle for Respect past that was just wasn't good. Battle for Respect All Stars, I think that's what it was called, was horrible. Disrespected, which is kind of very, very rushed, and it didn't really feel all that special to me. I mean, I always wanted to like redeem Paper Maid Mario, but I made an entire season just so that he could finally get the respect he deserved. And well, I just didn't end up liking it. One of the dumbest things I did was just eliminating purple because they just disappeared. And then I did that again in Voos. Honestly, if I could go back in time, I would tell the younger version of myself to delete the videos after uploading them so I could save space on my phone and finish the first season. If I do end up like breaking this promise of just continuing Battle for Respect or without it being animated or just canceling it, I think that it's probably just going to be, if I do continue it, it's probably just going to be as rushed as the original Battle for Respect. So, like, the characters won't really have any personality. The challengers are going to be very, very automatic, which I think is like the best way to describe it. It's just not really going to be good. But if that's what it takes to end Battle for Respect, I think that I'm okay with it. Like, Battle for Respect was just never really good. But I don't think that's what really mattered to me when I was making Battle for Respect in the first place. But eventually, it just started getting to my head that I had to make things better, or else it just wouldn't be worth it. But because of that, it ended up making things worse somehow. And I thought that after Battle for Respect Season 6, I was just beating a dead horse at that point. Like, so that's why I made Voos, so I could keep doing what I wanted to do, but starting somewhat fresh, which kind of didn't happen since most of those contestants were from like other object shows I used to do. One of the things that actually contributed to me not wanting to continue BFRC was the fact that my old channel got deleted. And I lost a lot of stuff. I lost the original most of the original first season of Battle for Respect, which I then actually seasons 1, 2, and 4 were almost completely wiped out of the face of YouTube. Season 3 managed to survive because I had like the files downloaded on my computer, because I made a video with some of the clips. Season 4, episode 2 survived because I like also had like that downloaded, mainly because I edited that video. And actually I think season 1 episode 2 also survived because I also used clips from that video, another video that I made. That I think that video that I made is now either private or unlisted. I'm gonna put it as unlisted. I'm gonna put it in the description, just in case you want to see it. But that is, I think, the last thing that's left of Battle for Respect. And I think that once BFRC is done, I can finally put this series to rest after, like, what? It's been a long time. Like, I'm pretty sure that I started the season in 2017. I should have ended it in that year, but I didn't. It was like 7 years of Battle for Respect. And I think that's enough. It might be 8 by the time BFRC 4 comes out. It could also be 9, but I shouldn't like drag this out longer than it needs to be. I think 7 years is enough. I'm not gonna like delete all the videos or anything. I'm not gonna private all of them, because I'm pretty sure that these are kind of like history. You don't just go around erasing history. Unless you YouTube, apparently, with their like 2 years of inactivity thing. But like, Battle for Respect means a lot to me. And I think ending it is something that I should do, because if you love something, you should let it go. Or I think that's how it goes. Oh, wait. Let me see if that's how it goes. Yeah, if you love someone, let them go. So, yeah, that's the reason why I'm not canceling BFRC. I'm temporarily ending BFRC, but it's gonna be back one day. When, I have no clue. But as for Voos, I think I finally like actually came to a conclusion. I'm just gonna not make a proper conclusion to Voos, because Voos was meant to be a joke. It was never meant to like get to almost completing 2 seasons within less than a year, which is way more seasons completed than Battle for Respect, with only 1 in 7 years. I think that Vooz should just not have a proper ending. Because it wasn't a proper show to begin with. But I will say who I plan to have won. Well, actually I didn't really have anyone planned to win because either Highlighter winning or Scissors winning just didn't seem right. Because nobody really likes either of them. If anyone would have won, it would have probably been Highlighter. So, guess we'll just go ahead and say that Highlighter wins Vooz. And now I can finally put an end to that, which only leaves one left, which is Battle for Respect. Because I want to, at the very least, end BFRC with like an actual ending instead of canceling it like I did with most seasons of Battle for Respect. Because like I just don't think it's fair that Vooz gets to almost complete 2 seasons in less than a year than Battle for Respect, who's only completed 1 season in 7 years. And I think I'm actually dragging this video out for longer than I should. So I'm just gonna end this video. I'm gonna upload it.